What's going on, everybody? I am back with Joe's Crime Stories. I told you I was coming back and I was going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you tonight, doing a double header, trying to knock this out. I know I ain't been on that channel for a minute. My wife is looking at me like she wants to kill me, but that's why I'm going to make this less than 30 minutes with the stories. I'm going to go straight to the point and do it that way. Also, too, my lovely wife is saying thank y'all for the support. And that I'm gonna need it because sooner one of these days she is gonna run me over with these stories. Anyway, let me quit making y'all laugh about my crazy, beautiful, lovely wife, the one that has my back at all times, and let me jump into these stories. So imagine well, this is what to death in a Louisiana grocery store, which was Walmart, over the weekend in a violent incident involving four other young girls. Now, the incident occurred at 7:30 p.m. Now, I can't pronounce this name. I probably is going to fucking kill it. I want to say Kalsui Parish Sheriff Office said in a statement on Facebook that when a fight took place between the five teenage girls, 12 through 15, at a Walmart on the Highway 14 in Lake Charles. Damn, man, that's already sad. The girls had allegedly stolen knives from the Walmart and they stabbed the 15-year-old girl. She was taken to a local hospital where she had succumbed to her injuries. The fight possibly began at a movie theater before accumulating in stabbing at the Walmart. Chief Deputy Stitch Gullery said to the news station KPLC. The four girls, two are 13 years old, a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old, were arrested and booked in Juvenile Detention Center. The sheriff office said one of the girls was charged with second-degree murder and the other three were charged with the principal to second-degree murder. The Calisay Parish Sheriff Tony Mancuso said in a press conference Sunday that this is the third incident of a homicide involving juveniles in the past 6 months, calling the uptick in crime among minors a parenting issue. Listen, guys, before I go any further, he said a parenting issue. That's that's exactly why me and my wife, we set ground rules with our kids. We tell our kids, do not let your emotions dictate your decisions. We say it all the time. Don't let your emotions make you do a quick decision that's going to have a lifetime of consequence. We preach that to our children all the time. And see, a lot of these parents don't do that. A lot of these parents just tell their children, if so and so mess with you, you go at it, girl. You get the max. You go at it, man. You don't let them get away with nothing. And guess what happens? This right here. Now you got a young child who is dead. Straight up dead. Now, Mancuso said the investigation have footage of the stabbing and other details found on the girl's social media accounts and urged parents to monitor their children's online activity more closely. Another thing, me and my wife monitor our kids' stuff periodically. My wife can go right now and tell my daughter, I need to see your stuff. My daughter know she better not tell her mama, I don't remember no password. I don't. A lot of time, my wife will write the password down. She know more of them than I do. My son, same way. My wife want to know what my son doing. She'll tell him in a minute. Open that damn Xbox account. Let me see what you've been talking to. See what you've been doing. Hey, man. Call it helicopter parenting, but that's how you keep these children out of stuff, man. Because if you don't, this is what happens right here. He also said the parish already in place curfews will be more strictly enforced. It's out of control and they have to do something about it, he said. Now, this is what's probably going to happen to the young girls. They may wait until the older one that is 14, they may wait until she gets 16 and try her as an adult. I've seen them do that. I've seen them keep a child in what they call that juvenile detention till they get like 16 and go ahead on and try them as adult as a trial. Now, that's for the 14-year-old. 13-year-old, they may do the same thing with them when they get 15. They may go ahead on and try them as an adult. The 12-year-old is going to be a little tricky. There's because she's so young, they may do it where she may be kept into a juvenile facility till she's 21, and then because of how they state laws is, she may get reevaluated to see if she's able to be released out, or they may hold her longer into adult jail. There's so many things that can happen in this case with them being so young. So again, my heart goes out to the family, man. That's exactly why, guys, you have to talk to your children, because this right here can happen to anybody. Damn. 15 years old, baby girl lost her life. Next up, Ohio teacher gets prison for sex with students, including in car before school. Y'all female teachers, man, y'all getting on my damn nerves with this. Before I get in this story, if you is a grown behind woman, if you is a grown behind, rusty behind woman and got your own place, if you that hot for a man, you know you can go on Tinder, right? You know you can go on POF. You know there's other Facebook, damn it. You can go on OnlyFans and get a hookup. Why are you messing with children? Damn, man. Let's see about this damn fool. A former Ohio high school teacher will spend 2 years in prison after being convicted of having sex with two students on numerous occasions, both in her home and in her car in a park. Lord have mercy. Charging documents obtained by People last year accused Laura Dunker of 6 counts of sexual battery, 4 with one student and 2 with the other. In October, she pleaded to 2 counts of sexual battery, according to Fox 8. On Thursday, Dunker was given 2 years in prison for each count, but the sentence will be served concurrently. After her release, she'll be on probation for 5 years. Dunker will register as a Tier 3 registered sex offender, and she will have to re-register every 90 days for the rest of her life. No, I think she deserves more than that. That's why these females teachers keep doing this shit. Because y'all keep giving them light years, 2 years in prison. They'll get out within 12 months. They ain't got to serve the whole time. No, what y'all need to start doing is doing like the men do. Start getting them some years, man. If that was a dude, he would have got straight up 20 years, 15 years minimum. That's what y'all need to start doing these women. I guarantee you start giving them 15 years, and then they got arrested as a sex offender. All that I want to be with a dude with a young high school student, that'll stop. I promise you it'll stop. Because every time she had lust in her eyes, she's gonna be looking at the time she got to do. Nope, I ain't gonna do that. I promise you it would drastically change. But they won't do that. That makes too much sense. Now, these allegations happen, but these actual incidents, not allegations, because she's been convicted, happened between November the 1st of 2018 and October the 19th of 2019. Damn, man. This lady just couldn't keep her behind together. Who does that? Woo! That's crazy, man. Now, a separate charge accuses Dunker of tampering with evidence on or about November 6, 2019, while knowing that an official proceeding or investigation was in progress. She did not speak during her sentencing, but the prosecutor said that her crimes were very serious. Teachers are expected to be role models to their students and communities which they serve. Prosecutor Michael O'Malley told the court she took advantage of these students and now must face the consequences. It ain't no consequences, man. She's only getting 2 years. She's gonna go out here and do it again. It don't do anything. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that light ass sentence. It's a vacation. She'll be out in them, like I said. She'll only serve about almost a year of that sentence, and she will be home. How much I want to bet? She'll be home, man. She'll be home, just hugging all on whoever. Shoot, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, like I said, she'll do 16 months. Now, next case. Now, I remember this. This one actually happened uh about 2 years ago. I want to say if this is the one, I think, yeah, I heard about this case. This is sad. This happened in Florida. A Florida mom was strangled by her son after confronting him about bad grades. And now the teen gets 45 years in prison. Now, 17-year-old Gregory Ramos was 15 years old in 2018 when he got into a physical confrontation with his mother over the grades. I told y'all that's what they do, man. In a lot of these states, they'll keep these kids in damn jail until it's time for them to get eligible to be an adult and sentence them. They do it every time. A Florida teenager who admitted to killing his mother and burying her body under a church fire pit has been sentenced to 45 years in prison. Gregory Ramos pleaded guilty in December to first-degree murder, abuse of a body, and tampering with evidence. On Friday, he was sentenced to 45 years in prison. With the sentence set to be reviewed after 25 years, he will be on probation for the rest of his life. Damn! Probation on the rest of your life, homie? Hold on for 1 second. All right, I thought my wife was doing, so I was telling her I had this as a prop. Now 17, Ramos was 15 years old in 2018 when he got in a fight with his mother over his grades. Now, that's what the Orlando Sentinel reports. He admitted to strangling the 46-year-old Gail Clevenger, then calling two friends to help him bury her body and stage a robbery at his house. He was charged as an adult. During court proceedings, Ramos' public defender told the judge the teen regrets his crime and is trying to better himself behind bars. He's extremely remorseful and regrets his actions every day. Matthew Phillips, Ramos' public defender, told the court last month, according to WKMG TV, and he's been trying to be productive while he's been in custody. He has been obtaining a high school diploma. Ramos initially called 911 after arriving home from school on November 2nd, 2018. When detectives arrived, he told them that he came home to discover the house had been robbed. He alleged that his mother was missing, but her van was running in the driveway. Upon further interrogation, Ramos changed the story, saying that they fought over a D grade he received in school. During the altercation, he strangled her. He said it took about 30 minutes for him to kill her. He then called two of his friends to help him cover up the killing. They have both been charged as adults with being accessories after the fact to a capital felony. They have both pleaded not guilty. According to Wish TV, Ramos was emotional during the sentencing hearing, telling relatives that he was sorry for his actions. He made no excuses for himself. At one point, the judge allowed Ramos' 84-year-old grandmother to see his face close up for the first time since he was jailed. She prayed with Ramos and told him that she would always be there for him. Ramos has been remanded to a Florida prison to serve his sentence. What's up, Psycho Mom? I knew you were gonna be back. Yeah, definitely managed to page for me tonight. Listen, guys, I got one thing to say about this story. He showed remorse. So he did better than most kids his age, all right, that commit these crimes. A lot of these kids that commit these crimes do not show a lot of remorse. They always find excuses. They try to say they was abused. They try to play the victim card to the hill. On his case, he took responsibility. So that's the first step of rehabilitation. Number two, I think this young man, if he got the proper help, he might be all right in future time. Because the reason why I say he'll be all right, because now he's got something that's going to haunt him for the rest of his life that he can't get out of his brain. And that is killing his own mother. You know, your mother is the first thing you see when you come into this world. Like, that's the first person you see is your mom. You don't see your daddy, you see your mama. So to kill that person that brought you in this world, the first body that you see when you come in, yeah, man, that's gonna fuck with you, man. You're not gonna get over that. If you got remorse in the conscience, yeah, you already put yourself in the death sentence. So even if he gets out on 20 after 25 years, this kid is always going to be uh haunted by his actions. And that's straight facts, man. Straight facts. Sad story. Damn. Let's see here. See what else that we need to talk about to make this an interesting crime wave. Next up, damn, man, I don't even like reading this story here, but I got to because it's real. A juvenile relative is arrested in Indianapolis for slaying 5 people, including a pregnant teenager. Now, they said this suspect is 17 years old, and they won't say the name because he's a minor or she's a minor. All the thing they know is there's a boy, and they won't release the name. It was a 17-year-old boy. He'd been arrested in connection with the slaying. The police said he was related to the 5 victims. Kissy Childs, 42, Raymond Childs, 42, Eliza Childs, 18, Rita Childs, 13, and Kira Hikins, a pregnant 19-year-old whose unborn child also died. Damn, man, what makes you go that crazy? Police responded to a 911 call about 4 a.m. Sunday about a possible shooting. They arrived to find a young boy outside suffering from a gunshot wound. The boy was rushed to the nearest hospital and expected to survive the shooting. At 4:40 a.m., police received additional information about other possible shooting victims where the boy had been. They arrived at the home on Adams Street to find the 5 other victims. Kara Hawkins was transported to the hospital where attempts to revive her and save her unborn baby boy failed. Damn. Yesterday, we promised swift justice for this heinous act, said Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Chief Randall Taylor in statement Monday. Today, we delivered on that promise. Taylor added, we're removing the alleged perpetrator of yesterday's mass murder from our neighborhoods. Does not bring back the lives senselessly lost. He hoped that the arrest will bring one step closer to healing as a community. Taylor thanked his own officers as well as the criminal justice partners who have worked tirelessly for the last 30 plus hours to bring justice for these victims. He asked the community at large to join me in praying for the continued recovery for the young man whose life has been forever changed. At this point, there was no known motive for the killings, and that was during a press conference Sunday. Taylor, fresh from the crime scene, described the crime as a different kind of evil. All right, guys, so this is what's going to happen to this dude, man, and I'm just going to be 1,000 about it. All right, this young man that did this, he is going to get tried as an adult. They're not going to release his name right now. They're probably going to wait till, they go through the legal channels to make sure it's okay to release his name, but you'll find his name soon. But he killed 5 people, bro, and you injured 1. Yeah. You're not going out. You're not going home. Yeah. That's a wrap. You getting life in prison. So that's how that's going to go. All right. So I'm going to give y'all the last story for tonight. Well, actually, 2 last stories for the night because I told my wife about this. Now this is strange. So this is just bizarre. The Food Network Plus Food Network pulls the worst cooks in America season 20 after the winner is charged with child's death. Now, this lady was supposed to be a contestant on the show. So she won $10,000. Now, she was a foster mom. Now, the child she's accused of killing is a white little girl, and she is a black foster mother. You're not gonna hear BLM talk about this. They gonna keep that on the DL. But anyway, they said that her and her husband Jerry, uh, who is also black as well, and they both from South Carolina, is in the involved in connection with the death of Victoria Rose Smith. Now this is crazy. Now what Mrs. Ariel Robinson and her husband did following the arrest, the Food Network took all that off there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna have them they ain't gonna have that season on there because she's on there through all the whole season competing. So when you do something like that, they take your behind off quick. Now, Ariel and Jerry Robinson's foster daughter, Victoria Rose, died a result of multiple blunt force injuries. This is in Greenville County. Senior Deputy Coroner Kent Deal told People last week. She was found unresponsible at the couple's home in Simpsonville around 2:25 p.m. on January the 14th and died later at Greenville Memorial Hospital. Mm, 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 mm. Police officers handle all kinds of cases, and these the kind of cases can be the hardest of them to do. Simpsonville Police spokesman Justin Lee Campbell told police, "It's a sad day. You bring charges and maybe convictions, but at the end of the day, the life of a child was taken. For anyone who knew the victim or was related to the victim, they are in our thoughts and our prayers." Now they went in front of a judge last Tuesday. They've been denied bond. It's not clear if they got a representative to an attorney or not. I hope that somebody tells me out of the BLM clique that this is racial motivated if they get a gang of years. No, it's not. Because no child of any race do not deserve to be abused. If you can't take care of the child properly and you are a foster parent, return the child back the way it came from. That's all you got to do. Hey, man, I can't handle this. This ain't me. Ain't nobody going to get mad at you. But doing stuff like that, that's pure evil, man. So, yeah, I know you're innocent until proven guilty, but at this point of the matter, the evidence they got on them and what they're saying, hey, man, they can go to hell for all I care. And that's facts. All right, so last story tonight that y'all been wanting to hear, and this is a crazy story. So give me one moment here. Let me check the chats. So I'm about to tell y'all a story. You hear a lot of people say something, right? You hear a lot of mothers, or especially a lot of dudes, a lot of men. They always say, if you touch my child, or you hurt my brother, or if you hurt somebody in my family, I will get you. I will handle you. I'm not going to wait on the law, right? We only seen a few that's done it in our lifetime. Lately, we see people say that, but when it's time to put in work, they don't do it. Now, I don't represent or promote violence, okay? Not that type of dude. I'm all about, follow the laws of the land. But if somebody put hands on somebody I love or hurt someone I love, I will do what I got to do, and I'm going to leave it at that. But this young lady here is a freaking hero because she did that. This lady did not went up here and wasn't like the rest of these people that talking a whole bunch of noise. She did what she had to do. A sister left devastated by the slaying of her younger brother, allegedly tracked down his suspect and murdered and killed him just days later. Let me tell you the backstory about this. This young lady's young brother was a good kid. He went to school. He played basketball. He wasn't selling drugs. He wasn't in the streets. He was actually trying to do the right thing. But according to records that one of their cousins killed him. Don't know why. Don't know the backstory of why he killed him, but he killed the young boy. So the sister, mad, upset, already lost two of her nephews like last year earlier from a drive-by shooting, decided she wasn't going to wait for no cops. She wasn't going to wait for nobody to solve anything. She was going to be judge, jury, and executioner. So Tatiana Kopich, she been charged with second-degree murder and armed criminal action in the death of 36-year-old Keith Lars, who is a cousin of the family. Police on Tuesday told KCTV they believe the 21-year-old suspect wanted revenge in the killing of her little 16-year-old brother, Jason Ugwa. Man, I feel you. 16, my baby is 16. I feel her pain, man. I really do. Like, just 16 is a sweet age, man. That's like the age of ages. Like, that's like you're not too young and you're not too old. It's like you're right there, coasting, figuring out life at 16. Am I right, baby? Yeah, you figuring out life at 16. It's a beautiful time. The teen was fatally shot on January the 10th, making him the third juvenile homicide victim in her family in recent years. His aunt, Aisha Kopich, told KSHB that her son, 8-year-old Montel Ross, and the nephew, Jaden Ugwa, were killed in 2016. Sorry, y'all. While playing video games. I thought it was 2018, 2016. Authorities believe the shooting to be targeted, but the children were not to be intended victims. According to court records, Kopich confessed to investigators that she knew where Lars would be on January the 13th and then followed him to a parking lot where she alleged fired at a vehicle he was in at the time. Authorities said at least one of the passengers returned fire and that 23 shell casings was discovered on the scene. Imagine that, bro. Imagine this is a woman now ready to go to war with a gun now, offending her brother, her little brother, with no fear. Bruh, I ain't trying to be funny, but this woman got more balls than half of these dudes out here. I'm in being 3,000. Most dudes don't even want. Most dudes start shaking when they start pulling the trigger, and they get a little fire back. This woman out here getting it in. Woo! Now they said the victim's brother tried to drive him to the hospital, but stopped in the street after a short amount of time to call for help. Responding medical crews worked to save the man, but were ultimately unsuccessful. Police said he had been shot in the chest and leg. Authorities were able to track down the black Ford Escape using the shooting thanks to witness accounts and surveillance footage. She admitted to officers that she was involved in a gunfire exchange, but denied firing first. According to arrest affidavit, review of Copeland's cell phone turned up the text to contact named Auntie, asked for a 45 caliber bullets, and saying, LOL, I sued too many on bro. She also sent a text to her dead brother's phone saying, they said explicit, but what I was told, it was sent a body to my brother. I sent a blank to my brother. I owe him that body. Now, Kobe was being held Thursday on $200,000 bond. Now, this was crazy. Since this story has came out, the baby, some other rappers are wanting to give this woman $20,000 to get her out on bond. Like, no shit. They're like, we will give you $20,000 because you did something. You honored your brother. Y'all, listen. Again, I don't promote violence. I really don't. My wife will tell you that. I'm not a guy that sits here and say, oh, yeah, let's get violent every day. Was she wrong the way she went about it? Yeah. But based on the situation of her loss, and especially seeing that being her 16-year-old brother, which she probably took like her son, I understand. I understand. Now, what's probably going to happen? I don't see her getting a lot of time. I'm being real. Cases like this, y'all have seen it. Avenged murders, most of the people do not get a lot of time. The jury will understand from her point of view, not to mention she had the loss of her children, and she admitted it. So it wasn't like she was trying to hide. So I don't think she's going to get a lot of time. She might get 10 years if that. She might not even get nothing but probation. Just saying, man. So my prayers to the young lady, man. Damn. I was thinking about doing a GoFundMe, but I don't know. That's one of those things. You know what I'm saying? My wife was like, no, no, no. But I mean, still. Oh, man. Damn. That's crazy. But anyway, that is all that I got for y'all tonight. I will do a crime documentary sometime this week. I know I've been slacking, y'all, but I've been sick, man. And not to mention, too, I've been tired. So I'm finna go out here with my luscious chocolate self to get ready for my lovely wife. Oh my God. I love doing that in front of my wife so I make her laugh. And spend time with her. And I will be back with y'all with some good stuff tomorrow. Love y'all guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Do me a favor, accept the $5 challenge, man. It's all it takes. $5 challenge for the Patreon and the Cash App. Also, too, donate to my wife's campaign for her health as well. Love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.